Welcome to week 7. Hello, artists. How you doing? It was really good to see everybody. Great work. I mean, truly great work. I was actually, after the semester, I was like, if I don't get a good module 3 out of these students, then I'm dropping it. We're gonna do, I don't know, just coloring in the lines or something way easier than this. But y'all really proved me wrong. You proved that, like, no, you absolutely can get students to get into the costume shop and pull things even when it's not class time. So thank you so much for doing that. And anybody who still has to pull, you know, you gotta just get back in there. And now you see that it's going to take a lot of time. Everything in the world of wardrobe, costuming, styling takes a lot of time. So speaking of time, let's talk about week 7. So we are on to Hairspray, how to prep for class. Watch the movie. Watch the 1988 version by John Waters, not any other version. Those other versions are dead to us. I don't want to hear about them, okay? Only John Waters matters in this class. You're going to create a mood board, but this mood board is a little bit different. I am really curious if you can pick up on the soft world building. Why do I keep bringing this up? Because that's basically all we do is deal with soft world building. What are the emotions? What are the feelings? What's the overarching thing that's going on that the people are actually communicating through their wardrobe? That's what I want to see. So focus on early 60s. When is this thing even said? The economic, political happenings, especially the political happenings. What the heck is a civil rights movement? Do you even know what that is and what it entails and who was involved and what was the president and the people and who was for it and who was against it? And maybe who was for it against it doesn't actually have to do with racial lines. It could do with political lines and economic lines and gender, sex, race, religion. Those are all the things I want you to know about this film, okay? And then the elements include images of color palettes, texture, things that capture the energy, feelings of the soft world building aspects of this film. Materials needed. You're gonna need a computer or a laptop because how am I gonna see this? Or you can always upload it. You could just do your homework early, upload it to Canvas, and then we can look at it on either my tablet or somebody else's. I can, I don't know, bring my projector. We can figure it out. But if you don't have it, you ain't got it, and you need it for this class, okay? Sewing supplies. They're all listed in your syllabi, and if you need anything, if you can't afford it, there are kits. They're like these little, they're the kind that go into the binder. They have like a little zipper in the little window. There's scissors, thread, sewing supplies. If you have a home machine and you have not checked on that home machine, check on your home machine, okay? Because it might not be functioning. If you need a machine, let me know, and you can always come in and get one from the costume shop. Those little baby singers that are out, those are class machines, and then the boxes are in the office. Pack yourself up one. Make sure you get the pedal and all the accoutrement. Take that baby home. Let me know, and you have to return it before school ends or they will put a little ding on your account and you won't be able to register for classes. But this is the week to know. Is your machine operational? Do you have all of your materials? Don't come to class with your muslin looking like this. We don't have time for that, okay? We ain't got time for that. This muslin needs to be ironed, prepped, pre-ironed. You need Simplicity pattern S9104. It's gonna get all trippy. Woo, super trippy. You're gonna need this pattern. You're gonna need at least, I say 5 yards because buying it on Amazon, you can either get 4 1-yard pieces or 1 5-yard piece, even though you need like 2 5/8 fabric, which is almost 3 yards. But anyways, you might make a mistake. Iron your fabric. Iron all of your fabric in case you make a mistake and it's 3 a.m. in the morning and you need a perfectly ironed piece of fabric that is just done and you can recut something and keep it rolling. Let's see, what else? Computer, sewing supplies, Simplicity pattern, 5 yards of pre-ironed muslin. In class, we will have a fabric discussion. We're going to talk about different stitches and fabric if there is time, because we do have fittings. I don't think there's going to be time, so I'm already kind of just planning on that being on week 8. But right now, it's here in the module because that's where I originally wanted it to be. but you know, we kind of just roll with the punches because sewing takes so long that it's really hard for me to guess, like, I think you can do this in an hour, but it might actually take the class 2 hours because of how hard the skill is to learn. And that is just part of, like, you are learning, I am learning, we're all learning together. Mood board presentation. This is why you have to have your laptop. Introduction to the dress project, how to lay out your pattern, and how to lay out your pattern in class workshop, and then dress construction. How are we making this mock-up? So what is a mock-up? A mock-up is simply the thing that you make before you go in to cut into your fabric. Why? Because fabric is very expensive and we don't want to cut our beautiful, wonderful fabric and be like, oh, it's too small. Oh, this is too big. Oh, this is too long. You know, in the grand scheme of this class, I would love it if we did one more assignment, even though I'm sure nobody else would, where you actually had another student be your model again. But this time, you're putting the item on the person and adjusting it to their body, right? But that is like a whole other semester, is just in drafting, draping, and pattern making, as well as fitting and alterations. Like, that's something that people just focus in on in the world of costuming. So in this class, because it's an intro class, we get like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You get to be a model, you get to be a stylist, you get to burn your hands on different things, try stuff. And I think that is it. Let me know if the link below to Hairspray doesn't work. You know, I'm all about these free links because I believe that everybody should have access to any media that is on the internet, and no one should hold anybody back from learning anything at any time, in any way, or in any place. Anyways, I am actually going to be working from home this week. Whew, I'm so thankful. I'm like, I don't know if I can be at another person's theme park for any more amount of time. But I have a where shopping is a pleasure commercial coming up. If you know, you know. If you're from Florida, you know what store that is. They like green. I have that commercial coming up, but that's the week after, so I have a little bit of time. So if you would like to connect, if you need help with your homework, if you have questions about fittings or sewing, if you want to just talk about, I don't know, nerd stuff or whatever, let me know. This is the week to check in with me, and let's have some more free dialogue, because the week after that I am going to be like in zombie mode, because that week, which is the last week, it just got confirmed, last week in February, I'll be doing overnight shoots, which is where you go to work when the sun is going down, you get off work when the sun is going up. So yeah, it's very disorienting. Anyways, that is just all a part of gig life, crew life. Again, y'all got my number. Let me know if you need any help. I love you all. Bye. Have a great week.